Hey Soul Family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at what will your future spouse be like and what will your lives together be like. These are the intentions of your readings today. If you're interested in picking your pile using your zodiac signs, by the way, you will find a timestamp for that down in the description box. If you prefer for spirit even to pick your pile today, you will find a timestamp for that down in the description box. All right, otherwise, let's see what cards we have for today's reading. For pile number 1, you've got the Ladybug and Sweet Pea. For pile number 2, you've got the Butterfly and Snowdrop. And for pile number 3, you've got the Coyote and the Tura. As always, if you prefer to pick your piles using your crystals, then let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, you've got the red Jasper. For pile number 2, you've got the Lapis Lazuli. And for pile number 3, you've got the green Jasper. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. In case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. It's meant to take you to the readings and the descriptions of your future husband that you're meant to know about specifically in today's reading, as well as how your lives are going to be together. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box, which will take you straight to your readings. And please note that in a moment, I will be assigning different zodiac signs to each pile. If this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer to pick your piles using your signs, then my dear soul family, welcome. This part of the introduction was created specifically for you so that you can do just that. And in a moment after the shuffling, I will be drawing out 4 signs for each pile. All right, so let's get straight into it. There we go. 4, 4, and 4. Right, so let's take a look at the signs. For pile number 1, the signs are Capricorn, Libra, Scorpio, as well as Cancer. The signs for pile number 2 are Gemini, Aries, Leo, as well as Pisces. And the signs for pile number 3 are Virgo, Aquarius, Taurus, as well as Sagittarius. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your pile or piles using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3. Alternatively, if you prefer to pick your pile or piles using any other placements in your chart, please feel free to do that. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box, which will take you straight to your readings. And please note that in a moment, the next section is all about spirit picking your pile. If this is something that you're interested in trying out today, please stick around. If this is something that you're not interested in today, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer for spirit to pick your pile, welcome. This is your section. It has been created specifically for that. And as you know, we assign a different tarot card to each pile. The Magician will be presenting pile number 1, the High Priestess pile number 2, and the Empress pile number 3. And I'll be shuffling your cards around until one of them catches my attention. Usually one of them would not be passed around or not be grabbed, and I would know that there we go. This one just prevented everything, and I would know that this is your pile. So your chosen pile for today's reading is pile number 3. Right. So my dear soul family, these were the different ways in which you can pick your piles. I truly hope that you've enjoyed them and that they made it easier for you to find your pile today. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your timestamps and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at what will your future spouse be like, as well as what will your lives be like together. These are the intentions of the reading, and these are the decks that I'll be using. If at any point you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. Okay, so before we begin, very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful red Jasper. Your significator card is the ladybug, as well as sweet pea. Such a cute card. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Capricorn, Libra, Scorpio, and Cancer. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. It might be, a sign of one of them could be a sign, the zodiac sign of your future spouse. Who knows? All right, so let's get straight into it and take a look at your oracle cards first. You've got the reward. I mean, your cards are looking great, I must say. Right, the ladybug, the reward, so beautiful. So you've got the story of Nang Kayo. And we'll be reading about the story in a moment. Just a short description. The keywords here are adaptability, empowerment, as well as initiative. You've got the crown chakra with the keyword rejection. And you've got a Leo card with the keywords into the spotlight. Ooh, interesting. I know this is like a hat and a veil, but it does kind of look like the spotlight as well, doesn't it? All right, let's take a look at your tarot cards. This way we have a full picture of your reading. We can always expand, of course, but at least a full picture of the initial idea. All right, so, ooh, nice card to start with. You've got the Knight of Cups. You've got the Hierophant. The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Swords. Whoa, 2 aces. That's powerful. Okay. You've got the Knight of Swords. Really, the 2 knights here, the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords, really give me this strong, intuitive feeling of chasing almost. right. Someone being chased here. You've got the Six of Cups. And, ooh, you've got the Page of Wands. Right. This is a very interesting card. I just want to know, is that the energy? Well, we are asking about your future spouse, right? How they're going to be like. But we're also, yeah, how they're going to be like. This is answering the question of how they're going to be like. Obviously, this is them. What am I thinking about? All right. So with this rejection card, do you see? It looks like someone has a particular image in their head of something that they want. And with rejection, it's kind of like, I have an image more or less of exactly what I want. It's like around that's the image that I want in my mind, that I want to manifest in my life. And so with rejection, this means that your future spouse is a sort of person who is fully committed to something in their mind. They don't want to just date. I'm not saying that they haven't dated. I'm just saying that they only date the people they like. They don't just date people that they semi-like or date people just for fun. Nothing, even if it's for fun, it's always someone that they really like. Is the best way I can translate the energy I'm seeing on your cards. This is a person who just doesn't want to date anyone or love anyone or be with anyone. This is someone who will say, no, this is the sort of person that I like. That's what I like. That's the sort of person that really draws me. It's like all or nothing. I'm looking for a particular person. They will have all of my heart and full commitment with the Hierophant. Other than that, I'm not really drawn to this whole love situation. You see, that's the sort of thing I'm seeing here. You can see also with the reward that this person is thinking it's going to be very fulfilling to wait until, always wait until I find that person that really draws me in with the Knight of Cups, makes me feel like all my heart and soul wants to pursue this person. And thus, it's super easy to commit to this person because you are basically with the person of your dreams. So that seems to be the strong ideology. Very smart person, Ace of Swords, person with full clarity with what they want, what type of family they want, who they want to create a life and grow with. Very committed, faithful person. A person who, with the Six of Cups wand, is looking for a family, is looking for children, is looking for like that stable life. This is their ideology, at least now, right? So I don't know what happened in the past, but it seems to be their personality. I'm not sure, but either all of their lives or right now, this is their ideology. I'm just looking for a specific person. This is what I want. I know what I want, and I want someone to capture my heart and soul. I want to be committed to this person. I want to grow with them. I want to have a family with them, and I want to have, with the Page of Wands, a lot of excitement and fun activities to do with them. I want to live life with them, with the Page of Wands. And so there's chasing. Remember, I told you I'm picking up on chasing. It looks like your future spouse will be chasing you a lot. They're like, oh my God, that's exactly what I want. And there's like this chasing process. There's like, you will fully capture this person's mind and passion, and they will be right out chasing you. You can see that you will be on the spotlight here. They will put all of their focus and attention on you. They will show you how important you are to them, how much they like you, what you mean to them. They will be putting their focus and passion on you. You will really feel special with this person, with your future spouse, because there's always a spotlight on you. It's like you're always their queen or king, wherever you guys are, whoever you're with, whatever you guys are doing. You're always here, the spotlight for this person. So that's the initial idea that I'm picking up, or energy rather, that I'm picking up. Very calculated. They know exactly, like, look at the equations. They know exactly what they want. And so there's something about an oh my God moment. Oh my God, isn't this exactly the person I've been envisioning? Like, am I lucky? Kind of thing. Oh my God, is this the person I've been envisioning all along? And you instantly, these kind of look like equations. I know they're not symbols of different cultures and civilizations, but all I'm just trying to say is just reminds me of the equations here. It's kind of like, ha ha ha, isn't this exactly what I've been thinking about, envisioning? I think there will be a conversation about how funny it is that you so match what they once envisioned, perhaps how you look, what you do in life, your character, your maybe the beautiful things about you, your habits, your demeanors, who you are, your personality, who you are as a person. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up here. You can see the keyword is happiness, and the ladybug is in your reading. It's your significator card, because the whole idea here is that this person is flabbergasted about how lucky they were to finding exactly what it is they've calculated in their mind. It's like they can't believe it. And they're getting the reward almost for waiting just for the right person. It's kind of like all or nothing. The reward here seems to be explaining how it's rewarding to be that specific and to just wait for that person. Okay, so what I want to do now is take a look at the story here, which will add, in my opinion, a lot of perspective to your story. The Nang Kayo. The Nang Kayo. And there, a story from Thailand. Nang Kayo, page 39. Right, so the story is, it says Nang Kayo's story is one of resilience and determination. So it says, deceived and rejected by a prince due to her appearance and temper, she undertook a transformative journey of self-improvement, learning valuable skills, and most importantly, empathy. Her commitment to her goal, combined with her willingness to adapt and learn, allowed her to overcome all challenges and win the prince's heart. That's a very interesting perspective, you know? This card emphasizes the importance of growth, adaptability, and the ability to change one's fate against all odds. It also asks the reader to ponder on its themes of adaptation to reach one's goals. While we can ponder on the merits of changing how we present to gain the attention of someone we like, without personal growth and inner strength, nothing can help us conquer challenges on our path. You know, it's very clear. It looks like this person is not just sitting there going, "Ooh, that's exactly the person that I want." It looks like this person has a mentality of growth, right? Of ever changing towards the better. They don't stop. So it seems to me that this is their ideology, and perhaps because they work so much on themselves, they feel like they deserve the best for themselves as well. It's part of their ideology, it seems, ever changing, ever evolving, and they want someone that matches that energy. So it looks like your future spouse is someone that constantly works on themselves, constantly evolves, super open-minded person, no question about that. Always full of passion, full of growth, full of dreams, full of pursuing the things that they love. They only want the best, and the best hits their heart, and that's what they want. That's what they go after. And in the same way, they feel like they have grown so much and improved themselves as a person, inside out. They think a lot. They think a lot. Look at this crown chakra, the two aces with the minds here, activity in the mind. A Knight of Swords also could be translated as progressive thinking, always thinking ahead. So you can see that your future spouse is someone who thinks a lot about their growth. They're not doing it for other people. Obviously, for a relationship, of course, they'll be doing it for the sake of themselves and the person they're with, 100%. But they want to be better people inside out. They want to be a better person. They're always adaptable. They look at their environment and see what it is that they need to change, to adapt better, to do things better, to the things that they want. They are always thriving towards being more empowered. They don't let life beat them down. They are always thinking, right, so that's the situation. And that's part of adaptability, accepting things as they are in order to outgrow it, in order to take themselves out of it. So this is the kind of energy I'm picking up with this person. This person takes initiatives towards everything. It's the same type of energy. They want to do something, they take that initiative. They dream about something, they move towards it. Nothing is out of reach for this person. And so this is why they are confident that they should wait for the right person, that they would pursue the person their heart desires. Very strong character, obviously. So yeah, they've changed a lot, and they have a lot of self-discipline. They've grown a lot of self-discipline. They've grown wiser over the years. They stand up straight. One thing I'm noticing here, because of the jed on the t-shirt, it's right where the spine is. So they always stand up straight. They have a straight. I think one of the things you're going to love about this person is their posture and how they stand up straight. They have this magnetic vibe to them. Confident, they stand up straight. They exude confidence, I would say, but at the same time with a lot of sweetness. So I think this obviously translates to a lot of charm. So what's happening here? We've got a card out with this person, with your future spouse. Your future spouse will not hide from the very beginning how they like you. I think they will not be shy to express that, to show you that, and they will not be intimidated in pursuing you in any way. They will continue to go after you, not in you can see with the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords, this balance of not giving up any time. That's one thing. That's here, maybe you might not like that, but Knight of Swords, they're not giving up. Knight of Cups, however, shows that they're doing it always in a sweet way. They're finding ways to do things sweetly. I'll share an experience with you that happened to me recently. Although I never like catcalling or anything like that, like anyone disrupting anyone's privacy when you're walking around. But there's this one person who did do something. It was still, a little bit, not proper, I would say. At least for me, I didn't engage, but I definitely smiled. I was walking and then I was looking up at a building that was being built. And I was looking way up there and thinking, oh my God, so this building, it's nearly done. It's nearly finishing, finally. And suddenly a person interrupts my thoughts and goes, it's not up there. And I was shocked, and I looked at this person, and he said, and he had the smile from one ear to the other, saying, it's not up there. And I was like, what? He said, oh, the key to my heart is right here with me. It's not up there. And I was like, yeah, right. So I continued walking. But the charm, the smile, the backing off, and the confident way in which this person said it definitely made me laugh. It was witty, especially being caught off guard. And so in that example, I wanted to show you that this is the kind of charm that you will find in your future spouse. Definitely for not giving up, bold, will continue to pursue you. You caught their hearts, but at the same time, they will be doing it in a charming way. They will be doing it lovingly. They will back off, but they will not stop finding creative. They will be thinking about this a lot. Ace of Wands, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, constantly thinking of creative ways and intelligent ways. It's on their mind, like maybe even 24/7. How to have this balance, to continue to pursue you because they really like you, but at the same time to do it in the sweetest, most charming way. Which makes me think, are you not gonna like them in the beginning? Like, it's like they're continuing and continuing, and there are a lot of steps here. So it makes me think about you. Will you not like them? So what's the story here with you? And granted, you're not supposed to like someone right away. I'm just trying to understand for you. What's the story here? Do you start off by not liking them? Do you just take your time to like people? Or do you not like them at all? That's what I'm trying to find out. So you've got the Three of Cups to answer that question. It's not like you're not going to like them. It's the Three of Cups after all, right? Perhaps initially, Three of Cups is community, friendships. It's not the Two of Cups, right? Maybe initially you like them, but they're your friend, you know? It seems like you're not rushing. That's the thing. Also, there are a lot of differences between you. So you're just getting to know someone new, and you're not sure yet, right? They're a good friend, but you're not going to rush into anything. That's what I'm picking up with the Three of Cups. Also, you seem to me like a person who's very chill. You're not rushing really necessarily right away for a relationship, because we've got the lavender, and the lavender is used to soothe our feelings. I think you're looking more towards a relationship that's relaxing, that's peaceful, that takes its time to evolve. You know, you're not rushing, definitely not rushing here. You want a friendship first, definitely want a friendship first. You want to get to know different people also. Maybe you are someone who has got a lot of options, or at that time you will have a lot of options. And you want to learn about the differences between you and that other person or these other people. So you seem to me like someone who's calm, relaxed, you're not rushing, and you're definitely not going to get into a relationship that quickly. Maybe this person is a little bit too quick for you in the beginning, and you are going to take your time. You're going to take your good time to create a friendship, to get to know this other people. And I think this person here is learning to understand more about that energy, and to see what you like, and rethinking over and over everything to match your energy. But you will instantly, for sure, feel like very special for this person from the very beginning. Okay. Before we get into the reading and, oh, look at that card, and ask, how are your lives going to be together? It would be a bummer with a story like that not to just take a quick peek at what happens in the middle, because obviously this is your future spouse. We know you guys will be together, but just a quick peek what happens in between here before you guys are committed and get married. The Hierophant's there, the family's there. So obviously you guys are getting married. It is your future spouse reading. But what happens there, and like how do you guys get there, especially with all of this chasing? I'm curious myself. Let's find out. So you got the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, so cute. You've got the Page of Swords. It's not gonna take time, just saying. Okay, because this person is really gonna be thinking a lot about it. You see, it keeps popping up in your reading. There's a lot of thought, a lot of care, and I think perhaps you will find this as very charming. So it's gonna be like, let's say, risky, tough, little time for them. They're gonna be very careful. They're gonna work super hard, turbo hard, and in a little time they'll finally be able to win your heart, I think, with all of the thoughtfulness that they put into this care to show you how really valuable you are to them. So you've got the 7 of Cups. There is definitely an in-between time of guessing, especially for this person, guessing and studying and thinking, will pile number 1 like this? Will pile number 1 like that? Will they like this? Will they like that? I think something like that. And you've got the Hanged Man. Yeah, you will. There will be a waiting time for this person. I think for you, with the 9 of Pentacles, you're really gonna enjoy it because this is your time of seeing bit by bit how this person is actually a dream person for you too. 9 of Pentacles chose to come out instead of the 9 of Cups because this period of time, waiting time, will give you realistic things that you can hold. What is it called? Realistic, tangible things that will show you what this person is all about, their character, how much they value you, what they're all about. It will be super valuable for you. So maybe it's a little bit like, how am I going to get this? 7 of Cups is like wild dream. How do I get to this wild dream? And so there's a little bit of waiting time for sure. In the grand scheme of things, it's not such a big time, but there is this like thriller time for sure, where this person's trying to figure it out. But for you, you're becoming aware with the owl. You're learning that, hey, these are tangible things that really show what this person is made out of. Is that the right expression? What they're all about. Made of? I'm sure there's an expression like that, and I'm saying it wrong. I can't remember. But what they're all about. Made of? What they're made of? I think that's the right expression. What they're made of. In the idea that what sort of values they have, what they would do and what they wouldn't do, what they stand for, how important you really are to them, that you see tangible things about them that you like. For you to recognize that this too is also the 9 of Pentacles, your dream person. You're just getting to see it for yourself, not through talk, not through emotions, but through facts, through tangible things that they do. Yeah, so that's the in-between time, and they will finally reach this. They will make it come true. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I'm just focusing on the runes here. We've got the Dagas rune, the Nothis, and the Tiwaz rune, transformation, restriction, and doing the right thing. So you see, is although they're going, it means, although in my opinion, although they're going through this restriction, they feel like, I can't get this person. I mean, we're friends, but I can't get really to them. What do I do? Although they feel this sort of restriction, this in-between time where we're friends, but could anything progress with this person? They create a transformation, particularly with the Tiwaz rune, by consistently doing the right thing, doing the morally correct actions. That's the Tiwaz rune. So you will find in them that although they're trying to pursue you, they never cross the line. They never do anything that gives you the ick. They never do anything that's morally wrong. They don't feel like they're doing things out of desperation. They really like you, but they're always sticking to their values and morals and what they believe is honorable. Yeah. So I think you're really going to like that about them. In fact, this is with the Dagan's rune, what will transform everything in this connection. Right, so that is the in-between time. Let's now take a look at the reading itself. How about we put these back instead of placing them up there? The clarification. Actually, this one needs to be here because this one did come out on its own in the very beginning. So just creating space to take a look now at how will your lives be like together. Let's find out next, my dear pile number 1, what's going on here in this relationship. How will your lives be like? I think with the 3 of Cups, we're definitely seeing the idea of friendship. I think this you will have a great friendship because it started off with great friendship. From the very beginning, I'm picking up on the idea of an exciting life together with the Page of Wands. I think the pages are youthfulness. I think you will always be doing fun activities together. You're not the sort of couple that will go, oh, we're too old for that. You're not that type. Or that's we've outgrown that. And it's okay to outgrow things. Please don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, if you want it, then you're going to do it. No restriction of age or anything like that. You're just going after what excites you in life. You're constantly going to be doing fun things together. There's a strong friendship between the 2 of you and between the whole family, really, at large, to be honest. I think there will be a very strong bond between all of you. Such a beautiful family here. And you grow together, and you all grow dearer together by time. You all value each other, and you value the memories, the fun things you've done, and the beautiful bond that you've all formed as a family. It doesn't cancel the roles. I mean, the children having respect for parents making sure they guide their children, the romantic part of the relationship, everything is there. But what bonds this family like glue is the friendship that you will all have together. Okay, so what will your relationship be like? Oh, I do see something. This is a person who will be very happy to, I don't want to say flatter you, because flatter may have this connotation that someone is not entirely saying the truth. So what's the right word I'm looking for? Will enjoy complimenting you, will enjoy expressing their admiration to you, is the word I'm looking for, constantly, over and over. And no matter what stage of life you're in, what happens, sad, happy, in good health, in bad, and I hope you always have good health, you know what I mean, in everything. This person will never cease to see you as the special person that you are to them and to their heart. So you will always be their reward for their growth that they've gone through and for sticking to what they want. So yeah, you will always feel very special, with always feeling like there's a proper attention being paid to you and the relationship in this connection. So you've got the 8 of Swords. We're looking at how will your lives be like, and this is a very interesting card. We'll talk about it in a moment. You've got the Fool card, the 5 of Swords, the Page of Cups. I like this person's energy. Very nice. Very exciting. Full of life. Full of, hey, why don't we do that kind of thing. Zest for life. Zest for going towards the things that they love. This person has a heart that's so open to loving things and admiring things and being in awe of the world and all the amazing things is really what I'm seeing here. You've got the Knight of Wands, very charismatic, very strong character, a person who, exudes magnetism for sure. Right, you've got the World card. And you've got the 7 of Pentacles. So how will your relationship be like? It's very deep for sure, looking at your cards. We see a person who is not only about the fun things, which is amazing, but this is a person who's with you through thick and thin. So you can see here with the Eight of Swords, this is a person who's all about, we do know that they're all about looking beyond limitations, getting towards the things that they want, ever changing. And so they will be inspiring you with that energy. You can see here with the Eight of Swords, the things where you have limiting beliefs, things that you feel like, oh, I can't do that. This is a person who will inspire you out of this state, not talk you out of it, will inspire you out of this state. You can see that this is a person who's got a heart yearning for all the beautiful things in life. And so in that way, you can see that this person will constantly be inspiring you out of your limiting beliefs and finding who you really are, and out of your tendencies of negative thoughts. You see here the raven speaking to this person who's holding their hands like they have a headache. It's kind of like their minds are winning over them. I feel like this person will have a strong role in inspiring you out of all of this, not telling you, oh, you shouldn't be in that state, it's better to do this, it's better to do that. Nothing wrong with that. All empowering thoughts. I'm just really admiring how the cards are choosing to show you how this person will emotionally take you out of it. It's like, hey, do you see all these amazing things? Don't you remember when you've done that? When I saw you do that, oh, I was like, this is the most amazing person in the world. And if you did this, then you can do that. Watch yourself do that. Oh, you just did it. This kind of inspiration. They're full of zest in life. And you will find a great partner in this person, a great friend who's not about blame, shame, or trying to push you out of a state, but more inspiring you out of that state. It's so beautiful. They're constantly going to inspire you to pursue your dreams with the Fool card, to go after the things that you want, to also be in that generative mode like them, if you're not already are, since they like you that much. But they're like putting you on turbo mode here. Like, hey, do this, do that, come on. Have you tried this? You will love it. No, come on was wrong. But, it's kind of like, you will love this if you try this, look at me trying it. It's so nice. I think it will be much more beautiful than how I'm describing it. It's inspiration to move towards the things that you love. Spoken from the heart, showing you the beautiful side to inspire you to move towards that beautiful side. So that will be obviously a big part of your relationship as a family together. Also, there is something about fun in this family, in this relationship as well. Always doing new things, fun things. Hey, did you hear about that? That's so cool. Do you want to try it out? And I think you're always going, either trying new things out, or with the Page of Cups, pursuing and doing the things that you guys love. It's part of your lives. Also, the Knight of Wands, I think there's a fun, super enjoyable, passionate dynamics between the family members. Knight of Wands shows that all of you are going to have this magic element. There's attractiveness about you all in different ways. You guys are charming, and you really know how to have fun together as a family. You're always having fun. You're always in this upbeat, Knight of Wands, in this upbeat, fun mood, most of the time at least. Even in sadness, there is this energy of pick back up, or inspiration at least, towards the fun again, towards life, towards the things you love, towards seeing the positive side, not just the negative side. So with the World card, I think it shows that you're going to be very blessed with this person and this family. You will really feel like you have everything. Seven of Pentacles shows that this obviously will be built by time. It won't start off 100% as amazing as that, but it will start off with this type of essence. And to experience this amazingness, obviously it's work with the Seven of Pentacles. Like, hey, when you said that, I felt like this did this and that. I felt we weren't communicating with each other. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. I'll make sure that I'm careful when I speak about this so that we have better communication. That's just an example. It will take time, but I see the different parties being very open to take the feedback and working things out. And this family grows like fine wine. It just grows more beautiful, more profound, more deep by time. And yeah, my dear pile number 1, this is exactly what I see in your reading when it comes to your future spouse and what will your lives be like. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 1, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at what will your future spouse be like and what will your lives be like together. So this is the intention of your reading. And by the way, if you're interested in knowing the names of any of the decks that I use at any point during the reading, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys in every reading. So very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Lapis Lazuli. Your significator card, we've got one story here, is the butterfly and snowdrop with the keyword hope. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Gemini, Aries, Leo, and Pisces. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so I think we are pretty much ready. Let's take a look at your oracle cards first. Right. So you've got the sacral chakra with completion. Interesting. There's something about this pile with hope as well as the completion. Something sad, a little bit sad. But then we've got the butterfly, which means that look at the snowdrops pointing downwards, of course, because of their nature of protecting themselves from the harsh weather, right? But, that gives something. There's something about great evolution, great growth, being able to transmute particular energy. So that part is there in the reading. Is it part of your spouse's story? Is it part of your story? I don't know. We'll find out. You've got the story of Marcella's tasks. We'll read a small snippet about the story in a moment, which will give us a lot of context. You've got oh my God, I was just telling pile number 1 in the reading, I kept saying all or nothing, all or nothing. So that's a very fun synchronicity. I would say that if you're drawn to pile number 1, I highly recommend it. But in any case, this is a Sagittarius card. And yeah, we've got all or nothing. Okay. And you've got the card Seeker. Right, so let's take a look at your tarot cards. You've got the 8 of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Swords, you've got the Devil card, the 4 of Cups, and it says closed here. It's interesting. interesting. I think I'm picking up on something. This card's been peeking out. I want to take it, or these are two. Okay. You've got the King of Wands. Very interesting reading, I want to say. And you've got the Two of Cups. Nice. Okay. So what am I picking up in this story? It looks like your future spouse, before meeting you, which we'll talk about here, that's when they meet you. We'll talk about what shaped them today. It looks like they've gone through something terrible, something sad. They've mourned something, whether this is mourning the end of a relationship, mourning their previous love or something. They did go through something super painful, for sure. And Eight of Wands, Knight of Swords, it's kind of like it all happened quickly. Something along the lines of it was so painful that they've made drastic change to their lives. They moved away from this situation quickly. I think it was that painful. They tried to move past it because there's something about whenever they think of this memory, it brings them unbearable pains that they couldn't handle. So there's something about, in order for them to function in life, they didn't process that huge pain properly. That led to a lot of things. With closed here and the Devil card, it seems like not dealing with these emotions properly, there is the advantage of seemingly moving past what happens, but at the same time, these emotions were so deeply painful that they've kept them closed from love and relationships for a very long time. But these emotions also were living with them because they didn't process them properly. And so you can see that with the energy of this person, they have two drastically different characteristics to them. Even if people had met them in these two different eras, they would describe them in two different ways. All or nothing shows that they're either all in, so committed, so in love, in love. I want to say so soft, so into relationships, or nothing at all. I think the pain was terrible and they just were closed off. You'd be surprised that someone who was so in love would be so closed off to relationships in general. It seems to be that this is their story before they met you. They didn't process this mourning phase well. Whether this is someone who has hurt them or disappointed them or just passed away, there was a long period of time with the snowdrop as well as the snow here where they've gone absolutely cold. They did not, in order to live and move past it that quickly for a long while, it was safer not to get into anything emotional that would remind them of this deep pain that they didn't want to come near or process, or because obviously it was very painful. It was a very painful experience for them. So they've chosen not to experience that, when really what they needed to do was to go through it. There's something about holding off their tears. I think if I look at the cards, the pain was so bad, they were afraid to cry. They were afraid to experience it. So yeah, ice cold just focused on the future, barely here and there looking back, but super focused on moving forward past it, doesn't want to talk about it, doesn't want to discuss it. So what happens there after that? Because we can see with the King of Wands, which is, the kings are balanced energies. The kings are true power. That attracts to them the Two of Cups, which is the real card of deep love in tarot. So like the real soulmate, I'm not saying that the other one wasn't, I'm just following the cards with the Two of Cups. Perhaps the perfect match, perfect soul match here. So there's something about this person picking their power up. Could this card and this story be explaining to us what happened there? Because I see a major, like suddenly, bam, King of Wands. So let's take a look at the story. I think it will give us a much bigger perspective to what we're looking at. So Marcella's tasks. A story from the Philippines as well. I think the other story in pile number 1, no, it was from Thailand. My apologies. So Marcella's tasks is a story from the Philippines, and it says cleverness, ingenuity, and defiance. So Marcella was the clever daughter of the king's servant. The king, irked by her bold behavior, decided to give her 3 impossible tasks in an attempt to tame her. She managed to outwit the king 3 times and won his respect. Because of this, she found herself rewarded with the crown prince's hand in marriage. This card's theme is one of the unwavering wit, determination, and triumph in the face of impossible challenges. It serves as a reminder. So we're seeing love coming as a reward of that determination, right? Of that strength, which is definitely what we're seeing here. This card's theme is one of unwavering wit, determination, and triumph in the face of impossible challenges. It serves as a reminder that you have what it takes to face any obstacle head on within yourself. Interesting. By embracing life's challenges with creativity and unwavering defiance, you will be able to overcome even the most daunting obstacles that stand in your path. This card encourages you to harness your intellectual prowess and temper and unwavering resolve, for it is through these qualities that you can conquer the mightiest of obstacles. I think, without getting into the detail, I think the reading is putting more focus here on who this person is that you're marrying, a little bit of the story, and also how you're gonna, how your lives are gonna be like. Long story short, we can see through the story that this person was able to finally deal with the situation. I think they were closed off for a long time, but long story short, it does look like they have done this inner work. Something happened where with the 3 impossible tasks here, something happened. Maybe they were challenged, just like the daughter of the king, to do 3 impossible tasks. Maybe somebody challenged them. Maybe they went to therapy and their therapist challenged them to do several things that they usually wouldn't do, opened up their mind about looking at things from a different perspective, of looking at the impossible. And to them, what was impossible was facing these deep emotions. And from the very beginning, I told you this, there's something here about this person going through something painful and transmuting that energy. So how they've done it exactly, through a therapist, maybe through a yoga instructor, maybe they suddenly got into spirituality, maybe they just channeled the thought and they followed it. Maybe they thought, hey, it's time that I face these terrible emotions. One way or the other, they were able to transmute these emotions and find hope again, to feel better again, to not be so closed off about life and everything. Perhaps they found themselves so closed off about everything in life, that they understood that they had to do the impossible and face these emotions in the proper way. So whether they cried it out, whether they've meditated, whether they've learned to accept it, whether they've learned to understand how to connect better to their loved ones, and learn that they should enjoy life and move on, and learn that there are beautiful things in life and beautiful people waiting for them, they definitely were able to transmute that energy. And by the way, blue butterflies, they're very rare in nature. So you can see with all of the blues here, they were able to, in a rare way, transmute that energy, outgrow this energy by experiencing this pain first and foremost, because you know what happens in the chrysalis, or as in the cocoon time, the butterfly sort of like, let's say, melts, let's just call it that for the sake of the reading, melts, dissolves first in order to form into something better, something more beautiful, something more free. So that's sort of what I'm seeing in the symbolism of your reading. This person really went through a major process of transmuting that energy. You'll be hearing about their power and about their strength now, and there's changed clothes. You see how they appear on the outside is far different now, because they've changed themselves drastically on the inside. They were able to be bold and face not their fears, their sadness, and allow this sadness and this experience to make them grow into a better version of themselves. They're free now. They're okay to talk about it. They feel free. They are more beautiful inside and out because of everything that they've gone through. They're thankful now for this experience and where it took them and how it allowed them to grow. Maybe it's allowed them to become more spiritual, more in touch with themselves, better people for themselves and others, a better person, for themselves and others. And they found their strength with the King of Wands, because this was really weak. It was being boggled down by any type of emotion makes one feel very weak. So it was their coping mechanism to just move past it, not deal with it. But it ended up making them so closed to every joy in life. I think they were lifeless, because Four of Cups is also a card of boredom. So it's giving me... Also, Four of Cups is, what is it called? Like being unhappy, being like not liking anything anymore. That's the sort of energy here that we're seeing with this person. And now they are strong. They have a totally different facade. They've changed themselves, and they love the strength that they've built now. They're a very strong, balanced, powerful person now. You can see that this is when you are right away. This is when you are going to be meeting this person early on in their power journey, because 9:30 reminds me of an early morning, relatively early morning. So yeah, early on in their power journey, maybe not at the very beginning, but somewhere early on in that time, when they have changed, when they feel strong, when they feel happy again and ready to enjoy life once more, you appear in their lives. So the Two of Cups, this is a soulmate. This is, if you believe in twin flame, it's like you two find each other, perhaps maybe even when both of you have gone through your own journeys, powerful, empowering journeys. Right. So how do you meet? I know it's not the topic of the story of this reading, and it keeps not showing up so far in the reading. So I will do like pile number 1, pull out a couple of cards to see, how you two meet, although it's not the topic, but just to find out. I'll be expanding the reading after this little part to see how your lives are going to be like together. So who is this person? Very powerful person because they've worked hard on themselves. I would say highly spiritual when you meet them. They will fall madly in love with you with the Two of Cups. They will really feel like your soulmate. They will feel right in every way, especially when you meet them. Strong character. While they were displaying strength in a way that was unhealthy before, now it comes from a true place of power, true place of doing inner work. I'll talk more about who they are, which is the main topic of this reading. I'll just answer the question that we've noticed here because there's like right away love. So just picking up on, what happens, how does the relationship evolve, how do you get together is what these cards are answering. So you've got the Emperor, the Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles. Can you see your cards? Yes, thank goodness. You've got the Three of Swords, and you've got the Six of Wands. What happens here? This person gives off the energy of a lot of confidence, mastery, and Emperor. I gotta say, I'm getting the sense here of a person who's a master at succeeding in getting the person that they like. I feel like, everyone has a talent in something, everyone is good at something. I feel like they have this confidence in their power and charm and their mastery in being able to be patient, specifically with the Seven of Pentacles, to find the right person. So there's a lot of patience and the confidence in knowing that it requires work, maybe even a lot of work, right? And getting the person that they like, but they're like waiting because they know they are going to get someone that they really like here with the Two of Cups that they find very charming. So Seven of Pentacles really shows that there's a lot of patience and they are enjoying with you that process of working hard to enjoy the fruits of this connection, working hard to deserve you kind of energy. So they do it, but they do it from a very place of confidence, pursuing you, it seems. So there's a lot of pursuance, but pursuing in the confidence that it is going to happen. Now, this is very important, this confidence thing, because here we've got the Three of Swords, which does show a little bit of pain. So although they're starting off that confident, and yes, with the Six of Wands, they do win you over eventually, but maybe they, what's the word called? They've overestimated their capabilities, although very strong in being able to pursue maybe the person that they like. They've overestimated it a little bit here because there's a pain point going on with the Three of Swords. I don't want to make the reading too much about this pursuing phase, since it's about this person, how they're like, and how are your lives going to be like. Otherwise, it's going to be an impossibly long reading with all of these topics. But I'm sure you want to find out, right? Before they succeed in winning over your heart, there's something here that doesn't go right. I think maybe you refuse them, maybe it doesn't go right. Maybe you're like, oh, don't be so confident. I don't like you. I don't know. These are just guesses. What hurts them there? The Sun card. The Moon card. Oi, okay, Sun and Moon. It's like sometimes you're so clear, sometimes you're not clear at all. It's like when you're not clear, there's this idea, but I think I saw you. So there's a little bit of confusion here. And it makes them think, oh, maybe I shouldn't be that confident. Very interesting. What's going on here? Hanged Man, you make them wait somehow. Maybe you don't make them wait, but maybe you're just not interested in the beginning. Maybe, yeah, because this is taking time. And obviously they're enjoying it until it's not fun anymore with the Three of Swords due to, I don't know, lack of clarity. Maybe the lack of clarity is simply because you're not that interested. I mean, you like them, but not that interested to the point of relationships, perhaps. Maybe you are not free. Maybe you're not free and you don't want to talk about your personal life, and you're not that close as friends. So, and they haven't told you they liked you, so you're basically just simply not free. There's a lot of unclarity here for this person that brings them pain at some point. It's like, don't they like me? Aren't they interested? It looks like actually what I've done isn't entirely working. And this person is not always getting back to me. Or it stops with the Hanged Man at a certain stage or something. Seven of Swords. Secrecy, perhaps. There's a lot of secrecy. Yeah, secrecy means privacy. So perhaps this is about privacy. And since they haven't directly told you, for example, they're taking their time with the Seven of Pentacles to make, to grow this relationship, to grow this friendship. Maybe at some point, you're just not sharing with them. Maybe you're not in a relationship, but there's something about you're not sharing. There's something loading here. Maybe you're not ready. Yeah, maybe you're not ready. Maybe you're not interested yet. I don't know, but there is this phase of them feeling, oh my God, maybe they don't like me. Maybe it's not going to happen. There's a little bit of pain here going on. But at the end of the day, it does all work out with the Six of Wands. How does it work out? Oops, so sorry. Well, this card did move these two. So what is this card? Which one is this card? The Sun card. I think the Sun card is warmth and clarity. Maybe after a time where you're not sharing so much, maybe you open up to this person, or maybe you feel like they haven't told you everything, so you're not sure, right? You don't like that they're not so open with you. Seeing the Sun card, when they are open with you, then you start interacting and feeling like, yeah, that's a good friendship. And it starts working. Maybe it is you who thinks they're hurt because of how you're not open, and you're not open because of the secrecy, maybe secrecy from their side. That you feel like they're not telling me everything. I'm not trusting. I don't really trust this person. And so it stops there. It stops exactly where it is. I think this is what's going on. This person absolutely opens up to you. And this is when you feel, oh, yeah, that's cool. That's a friendship. And something starts happening here with the Six of Wands. So that's kind of the energy I'm picking up in the in-between phases. You learn to open up to each other. You learn more about each other through that phase. And something very beautiful happens with the Two of Cups. You simply fall in love with each other, feeling like, oh my God, each one feeling like this is the person I've been looking for. This is my soulmate, or this is my twin flame. Okay, so that's what I see. Let's now take a look at how your lives are going to be together. Once you get married, of course. since this is your future spouse. Okay, so how will your lives be like together? So you've got the Tower card. Oh, so sorry. There we go. We got the Tower card. The Judgment card. You've got the World card. Wow. Okay. Oh, this does show us a peek at what we saw here. All right, and it does say a lot. I'll tell you what it's saying. You've got the Empress. What happens in the in-between time was actually quite significant. I mean, we would have understood it here somehow, but I think it was good that we looked at the details. You've got the King of Cups. And you've got the Star card. Okay, so it's pretty clear. What happens between the two of you from the very beginning is essential to the dynamics moving forward in this relationship. That hit that happens, maybe with the Three of Swords that we previously saw, the Tower. I think at some point after the relationship was progressing, remember the Seven of Pentacles, the apples on the trees, and then Three of Swords? It was progressing, and then suddenly there was pain. And when we clarified, it was all about lack of transparency, which doesn't create a healthy connection in your point of view, and anyone's point of view, really. You can see here with the Tower card that big hit in the very beginning of this connection was a wake-up call with a Judgment to this person, and a wake-up call to the whole relationship, what it's supposed to be like, a wake-up call to understanding a healthier dynamic in a relationship, the better way to have a relationship. Also, it says a lot about you with the World card. And with the World card here, and as well as the Empress, they really see you for who you are. And with the King of Swords and the Star card, they are able to fully grasp and understand that you're not just this amazing person that they liked, but you're far more than what they initially understood about you. They get the full picture with the King of Swords. They want to do better. They want to be better. They want to match you mentally. They want to match your ideas about how things are done. Also, King of Swords, they want to be fully transparent. Also, they respect you a lot. With the Star card, you become the person they absolutely dream of. The respect level is so high here, and it really, sets the tone for the rest of the relationship. They understand who you really are. They love what you are standing up for. They think you're amazing, and they absolutely fall madly in love with you. And so it looks with the Tower card that this initial interaction and how things happened is very important in this relationship. The seeker, their eyes are open. They understand who you are. They understand what you're standing for, what you stand for, and they deeply respect that. It looks like this person is all about facing the impossible. They're not afraid to face the impossible. And although with the Three of Swords that we saw in the explanation of your reading, you're coming together, at some point it looks like it's impossible because you've closed off, and they're not backing off. They want to understand what they've done. They want to understand the feedback. They want to understand why an amazing person like you is suddenly not interested. So they toughen up, understand, get the feedback, and change, especially that they see where you come from, how it's so beautiful, being transparent in a relationship. So yeah, that's what I see. I think this person will be showering you with a lot of words, seeing the letters, showering you a lot of, I think they're going to be romantic. They will be great communicators as well. There's a showering you with a lot of love, and now that they understand about transparency, all the letters here shows that there's a lot of correspondence or communication back and forth always in this relationship. They're full of surprises. They will shower you also, it seems, with gifts. They will see you as everything with the World card. You are it to them. You are that person they want. With the judgment and the elevation that that there was someone so elevated that I have a strong, weird emotion here with how this person is standing and looking up at the sky, kind of like they made it in love or something. That's what I feel. Empress, like you're the best, you're the love of their lives. You are a beautiful person to them, attractive person to them. Yeah, it's like you are the culmination, it seems, of all of the dreams they had about someone. Or maybe not the culmination is the right word, the everything, you've got everything, total package of all of the little and the big things they dreamed about someone. And you have these with abundance. You have all of these qualities with abundance. And you can see here with the movie strip or strips that you will be creating a lot of memories together. You, after this incident with the judgment, you will be publicizing this relationship, like publicizing is like hey, we're together, or hey, we're engaged, or something. Hey, we're together, yeah. Or hey, this is the love of my life. There's a lot of talking, announcements, a strong announcement happening here. Yeah. So how are your lives going to be together? It seems like this person is like dead serious, dead, what's the word? I don't know, fully convinced that you're the person of their dreams. And so you can see your relationship is going to continue to be one full of love, full of admiration, full of growth with the judgment, full of growth. It's just a natural, healthy relationship that keeps growing with a strong bond between the two of you. Great communication, great intellect with the King of... Oh, this is the King of Cups, my apologies. Anyways, I always believe if in a weird way I look at a card, I personally believe that it's meant to be channeled in this way. So, great communication, you can see it with the mics here. A lot of love, King of Cups. I mean, this is going to be a mature, loving relationship. Again, the kings are balanced, emotionally mature, emotionally balanced, very deep in its love. Yeah, it's like a dream relationship. I think it's a relationship that a lot of people, the Judgment card, will even be talking about. I think it looks to me like you are the epitome of a great example of a beautiful, loving couple or something like that. A beautiful couple together. They will always honor you. They will always thank you. Look, thank you. They kind of like thank you for being in my life or something. Yeah, it's the cards that answer the questions. The question of how are your lives going to be like seems to be of one that will always honor you. One will see you as the world. Someone who will always grow and evolve for you, evolve this relation. Both of you will evolve in this relationship, full of nurture and love with the Empress, full of abundance. King of Cups, again, full of romance, abundance, but in a mature, romance and love in a mature way. So yeah, overall, although there's an initial hit, but it's the fall down of the wrong structure of a connection to build the right one that will stay and stand the test of time. Yeah. So, my dear pile number 2, you'll be meeting this person when they have fully and properly completed this mourning process, found themselves, have grown, where they found themselves, they found spirituality maybe, found God, found the universe, whatever this means for them, reconnected with themselves, dealt with their pains, and are fully in their power. So, my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your reading. Pretty beautiful, pretty stable, loving relationship of someone who will always honor you is the kind of relationship that I see with your future spouse. And I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at what will your future spouse be like, and how will your lives together be like, or what will your lives together be like. This is the intention of your reading. Also, these are the decks that I'll be using. If at any point you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. Okay, so very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Hold on. That's better. Your crystal is the beautiful green Jasper. Your significator card is the Coyote and Datura with the keyword deceit. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, oh, I feel this one. The signs for this pile are Taurus, Sagittarius, Virgo, as well as Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's get straight into it. We'll take a look at your oracle cards first, as always, and then we'll expand the reading to have a full picture with your tarot cards. But first, let's start with the first oracle cards, with your 4 oracle cards. So, you've got a Leo card with the keyword victory. All right. You've got, this is an interesting story. So it's the story of Lu Bin and Duong Li. Very, very interesting. You've got the card Lost Dreamer. All right. Can I fit this one here? I think I can. I totally can. You've got the throat chakra card with the keyword impatience. Right. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards. So you've got the moon card right away. You've got the Page of Pentacles. Right, okay. Lovely Page of Pentacles here. Seeing that it absolutely matches the story. This is really cool. You've got the 4 of Wands. You've got the Page of Wands, 2 pages. The 5 of Swords, lovely. Okay, great. The Devil card. And we've got another card sliding out here. The Emperor, wow. You know, this is a reading so close to the idea of the princess kissing a prince and the frog turns into that prince. It's very close. I think we've got a space for one more card, so let's pull it out. And you've got the Page of Swords, another page. I mean, 3 pages here signify someone who's willing to learn, especially that this is one of your main cards here, someone learning. So what am I seeing about your future spouse? I'm going to read your cards honestly, but at the end of the day, this seems like a really lovely story, so stick around. It does look like, with the devil card here and deceit, obviously, the coyote, there's something about an overall good person who has a strong shadow side that interferes with specifically his love relationships. But it is also his deep love that will prompt him to change the very thing that they have not been seeing about themselves. Let me show you why. In the story of Lu Bin and Dong Li, these were 2 best friends ever since childhood. This friend has been the wealthier one. The other friend was someone who, as the story shows, was very poor, came from a very poor background. And so his rich friend would always get him over, feed him, and was very kind to him growing up. And so he always held that in his heart. But here's the thing. Because of that, he grew very determined to create a wonderful life for himself, while he, because of his privilege, it seems, didn't work as hard. And so his friend didn't want to see him like that. When he came now to ask his friend for help, as he's been helping his friend all his life, his friend did something magnificent for him, and because he knew if he gave him money, he would just spend it and would be the same, and he wanted him to change. So long story short, he made himself look bad in front of his friend by saying no. He realized that he fell in love with his wife. He didn't know that she was his friend's wife, obviously. And so he used that. He sent his wife over, and he used his love for his wife as great motivation for him to work hard and study and graduate. And then when he graduated, he being the minister at the time, gave him a great job. Yes, it was heartbreaking to see that his friend and his wife fooled him during that time. She told him, if you study, then we can be together. Anyways, all I'm trying to say is that he was motivated by deep love to change his ways, to change his whole life. And so in that way, I see in your reading that you will be meeting a wonderful person, a generous person, but seems to have a shadowy side. You're probably wondering what that shadowy side is. I will not forget. I'm going to leave the deck here to find out what it is for you. But you can see with the 5 of Swords and the number 1 that this person in your story was able to fully overcome this shadowy side and become strong because of their love to you. With the lost dreamer here, it seems to me like you made things clear early on in the relationship, or you will be making things clear early on in the relationship. You will be telling this person, you will be noticing something is wrong, something is off with the mood here. Maybe you won't entirely know what's going on, but you will notice that something is off. And you will say something along the lines of that this is unacceptable. That's absolutely not okay. So with Lost Dreamer, it seems like this person early on is going to lose you. And to them, they've lost something that will deeply pain them. It seems like with Lost Dreamer, You're like a dream to them. They really love you. With the devil card, by the way, the devil card, especially in a tarot reading, in a love reading, means deep attraction. So while there is a shadow that they're not dealing with, they're very deeply attracted to you. So with all of the pages here, this person turns a new page. This person starts taking their shadow seriously. You give the feedback and you voice out with impatience here and the throat chakra card. You voice out right away what you don't like. You're like, oh, never. I would never accept this behavior. I would never accept this shadow. I would never accept this attitude or disrespect or whatever this is. This connection is off. We're not going to continue together. You catch some form of deceit, dishonesty maybe that they do. Perhaps with the devil card, they're so attached to it. They're so used to it. It's just has become part of their nature. And you throw in the lemons. You're like, boo, no, I don't like this relationship. This person takes note right away. They wake up, they realize that, oh my God, I just lost someone I'm dreaming of. How can I lose a person like that? This is like a huge wake-up call for your future spouse. And the best thing about this is that there is a turnaround in them finding their power with the Emperor. They truly listened. You see the hand gesture right by the ears. They truly listen to your feedback. They hear it well. They learn from it. They are, in fact, with the Page of Wands, super excited to change it. They take the lemons and turn it into lemonade. They turn it into something amazing. Long story short here, you two will be celebrating a great commitment together. There's the lemonade. Enjoying the great results of their great efforts for them to work towards themselves and win over themselves like that. They listen to the feedback. They acknowledge that this was dishonest, this was wrong, this was unclear, whatever this is. They acknowledge that they need to do something about it. They individually work on it over and over and over. They absolutely change themselves. And there's a celebration here of your relationship with the Four of Wands. Also, the Four of Wands in a reading, by the way, in a love reading, is a wedding. So I think, long story short, they absolutely succeed in properly listening and being absolutely motivated in honestly changing themselves. There's a lot of honesty there. Yeah, and overcoming this shadow. This results in them winning something about themselves that they'll never want to let go of. And that's personal power, finding that power within themselves. So what is that shadow? I'm sure. Because look at you here. First of all, you're like, drop this. And because of that grand drop, grand shock, this person learns to pay attention to what they're doing and overcome this weakness. Yeah, I think we've made it clear here. Let's take a look. The datura has thick skin. It's one of these ancient flowers. Part of the evolution is that they build thicker skin. So you can see this person is becoming stronger, building thicker skin. First of all, by learning to listen to feedback and overcoming their weakness. So what is this shadow, please? King of Cups. The Judgment card. Wow, look at that, waking up. And they're revising the past. They're like, oh yes, I've done it here and there and this and that. Yes, that's what I was doing all along. This is why I was doing this. Oh my God, there's a wake-up call here. The Wheel of Fortune, they change almost overnight. It takes time, but half of the cure, as they say, is the proper diagnosis. So they're halfway through the minute they wake up and see the eyes here, what they're doing. So it's almost like they're doing some form of deceit that somehow they're not fully aware of. Yeah, look at the cracks here. This sort of deceit created a crack between the connection. Got the Four of Swords. There's a break that happens in this connection. Silence. And look, another flames here. Did it appear in another reading today? I think it did. Yeah, in another pile. So, you know, this reminds me of twin flames, or maybe it hasn't. But here, twin flames, at least soulmates in this pile. And finally, you've got the Three of Pentacles. What do we have here? The Magician. So what is this shadow? Magician shows that I saw the Chariot. I'm just going to take it out. It interrupted my thoughts. I was like, but I saw it. Got to take it out. Right. So the Magician, they make what they want happen using, just like magic, by hiding things. So they want things, and so because they have a desire for something, sometimes they would lie to get what they desire. So there's lying here, deceit through lies, or hiding. Deceit through lies or hiding. And so they would start making strategic moves to make that happen, whatever it is that they want happen. It's funny, although they make all these strategic moves, they are aware, obviously, that they aren't fully saying the truth, but they are also not fully aware of the fact that things like it's wrong. I'm not defending them, by the way, I don't know them. Just showing you here. There's a wake up. There's some form of waking up. And that's not an excuse. And here you're voicing it out. So this is definitely not me defending anyone. Just showing you that they're obviously aware, of course, that they're not being honest. But I think maybe they pass it off as it's not that big of a deal. Maybe it's my right not to say everything. Whatever it is. At the end of the day, with the King of Cups, they're not a bad person per se. It is not a nice shadow at all. It's a toxic one if left unobserved, unhealed, for sure. But with the King of Cups, overall, this person seems to have an innocent Page of Swords, innocent, beautiful side to them, with a shadow that they haven't healed. There's a wake-up call here to them fully realizing that this is not okay. This is absolutely wrong, especially when they're called off like that. There's a wake-up call of, oh my God, yes, this is a pattern. I've hurt this person with this. Yes, going back, I was the one that was wrong. Yes, I've never looked at this, at how severe this was. This, that, and the other. They wake up to their toxic behavior that was slipping them by, to the most part. Slipping them by, Slipping them by, yeah. And there's an overnight awakening. This is when things start to change massively. There's a clearing of these clouds, the things that they weren't seeing properly. There's a break between the two of you, where they absolutely work on themselves. So what are they working on exactly during that break? Yeah, look at the studying here. They're working on something for the sake of this relationship and for the sake of getting better, obviously. King of Wands being more direct. They're practicing being strong and being honest and direct, saying things as they are and then facing the consequences of this honesty. Like, that's what I want, that's what I'm going to do. Or if they believe this is not the right thing to say, then maybe they have to change their actions. Maybe that's not a good thing to do then to other people. So they're learning to be direct and strong in being an honest, direct person. And look at the two flames here, growing as they are working on that. Yeah. So that's what they're doing during your your off time break, or like not talking to each other. They're learning in their whole lives, within their own lives, to be a direct, honest person. That's how they're healing this. They suddenly become passionate about being direct, and that's how, as I was saying, they're healing their shadow. And that ultimately makes them a very strong person, a strong character that stands by their word, that means what they say, that knows how to deal with the consequences of the things that they want. They're not afraid to say what they want, but at the same time, they realize that there are consequences now that they're honest, and they have to face these consequences. And so it's now a better choice making. Is this the right thing for me to do to other people? Obviously not. Then maybe we shouldn't be doing that thing. So yeah, that's what they're doing here, becoming an honest person. Nice. So what is the Three of Pentacles showing? There's harmony. There's better collaboration between the two of you. It shows with the graduation here that after the break that we see here, you start realizing that your collaboration is more harmonious. You work together more harmoniously. You collaborate, communicate together more harmoniously. Your connection together becomes absolutely beautiful. Like I said, with the King of Cups, this is a overall good person with a shadow that was left unaddressed, just like this good friend. And as they work towards it and become an honest person, their beautiful spirit truly shines. And here you've got the Leo card, victory. They win you over. They succeed over themselves more. Most importantly, oops, what am I doing? Well, I'm just going to follow what I'm doing here. We're creating space for how is your relationship going to be like. Nice. That's a first timer. So they have the strong character to face themselves, to listen to the feedback, and to be bold in learning how to say the truth right away. This is instant change, instant feedback, instant change, and having the passion to change it right away. It's kind of like, from now on, I will never lie again. From now on, I will always say the truth. And it makes them think, right, now that I'm a person who says the truth, well, should I be doing that? No. As an honest person, I shouldn't be doing that. So this is really lovely. Honest person who's doing it by, all honest people do it by choice, but they've chosen to be an honest person after being a deceitful one. Okay, so let's take a look at your relationship. How is your relationship or your lives together? How will your lives together be like? What I've done with the other piles, every single time I've noticed in this reading, since I didn't mention it in the title, the reading doesn't show us how you get together. So I ask that extra question in the reading. So I'm going to do that, the same thing with you, how your relationship evolves, how you get together first, then we're going to, like a quick one, and then we'll be mostly focusing on how will your lives be like. So let me shuffle your deck and I'll be back. Okay, so we already know as a romantic couple, you guys start having a harmonious collaboration between the two of you. So how does your relationship evolve? Ooh, Two of Cups, lovely. You become inseparable. You've got the Three of Pentacles, again the same card. You've got the Eight of Cups and Temperance, the healing. as well as the Five of Swords. So you pretty much, like, I have a feeling you guys tie the knot right away. We saw tying the knot here, and we saw the Four of Wands when I told you there's like a wedding. I don't know. It looks like you become inseparable and even tie the knot. Maybe you start taking, it could mean that you start committing to each other right away, seriously, in one way or the other. It's kind of like maybe you realize that they already were great. You admire the fact that they've changed in this way, and so trust seems to be a big thing in this connection due to that major change. You've watched them change. You've watched them leave their old ways. You've watched them heal. You've seen that. You've watched them overcome their demons, win over themselves. So, yeah, what can I say? Your reading is pretty much saying the same thing. How does it evolve? You instantly become inseparable. You become two lovers that love and trust each other, that know how to collaborate well with each other because of that healing process. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Really cool. Okay, so now we're going to focus on your lives. How or what will your lives be like together? Okay, let's find out, my dear pile number 3. Very interesting story. I love your story. So nice to watch someone being so determined to change, to be a good person like that. So nice. Okay, so you've got the Page of Wands, the Death card, the Lovers card. So nice. The Eight of Wands. The Sun card. As well as, oh, we've got the section there. The Eight of Swords and, oh, Page of Cups. I love this card. So sweet. Okay. Right. So how is your relationship? Your relationship is in the way you're going to experience, how your lives are going to be like, is what I'm trying to say, is very loving. Two couples who absolutely love each other and are very open, because the apples, they represent information, they represent secret knowledge. So you're very open about your secrets. You share everything together. Clear as the sun. There's straightforward communication, fast, straightforward communication. So there's beautiful communication between the two of you. Also, not just clarity, but fun. The sun card is warmth, fun, positivity in life, having fun. So you can see that your relationship will be very positive, very loving, very warm, very happy. The sun card is happiness, full of open, clear, honest communication together. And it constantly evolves, this relationship. You evolve, they evolve. I see that it's not a stagnant relationship. I want to say it's not a stagnant, boring relationship at all. Far from that. Page of Wands and the Death card shows that you two are constantly evolving. The relationship is constantly growing and evolving. It's full of excitement. It's like never-ending excitement, because with the Page of Wands, both of you are pursuing fun. Both of you are pursuing more in life. You want to enjoy life to the fullest, everything that it can give you, including growth. And so your connection evolves, is ever evolving from one best to another. And your journey is full of fun activities and fun experiences and a fun journey together. One thing's for sure, you will always have pure love for one another, especially with this particular Page of Cups. Will there be times when you are struggling to sometimes understand each other? Sometimes things happen, and it doesn't mean, one thing's for sure, even when these difficulties happen, when you can't see ahead because of some challenges that you face, actually two things are true. You will always love each other, and you will always be open with each other, even with the things that you would rather not share. You developed here the culture of sharing and openly speaking about everything. So these things always stand true even during the times, and there will be times with the Eight of Swords when you don't know what to do. Maybe there's a disagreement about something. Maybe you're trying to handle something. That's normal. That's life. Nothing is perfect. But one thing stands true. Do you see how clear the glass is? Despite the clarity and the openness, which is the theme of your connection, there will be some times when you really can't see ahead in terms of not knowing what to do. And always remember, with the Eight of Swords, this is a limiting belief. It doesn't mean that there is anything particularly wrong with the relationship itself, but maybe in you not seeing how to handle it or how to handle a particular challenge in life. These moments will come, of course, but you will be in the knowing that you're touching clarity, that what helps you stay grounded is that you can touch honesty and clarity at all times. There's always an open connection, communication, open heart for each other. There's always pure love. You can always express your love towards each other, and you will figure it out. You will always figure it out. There will come these moments, but overall, it's a positive, exciting relationship, full of genuine love. Two people that will always be in love with each other. Two people that constantly work hard for the connection and for each other. And of course, for themselves. And that's why you have the throat chakra, communication. So the reading starts off with deceit. And you go, no, that's not in my dictionary. And things really, it changes the culture of the whole relationship, as you can see in your cards. Good for you. You standing by honesty and what you believe in, change someone. Imagine the karma and the beautiful things in your life because of that. That's just wonderful. Your energy there, honest energy, is so strong that you change someone's energy to match yours. And yeah, this is exactly what I see in your reading, my dear pile number 3. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye!